Okay, so another Linux out of the box, and this is ChimeraOS, and same machine as usual, 960 XT, Ryzen 9. Now, in the big running around to try and get Steam OS, which is literally like the golden path for Linux. It's how Linux is going to, I feel, get into people's homes and pull us away from Windows and stuff like this, because obviously the gamers are a hugely powerful community, and what the gamers want, we'll end up getting. And SteamOS is basically Valve's Arch-based Steam, games operating system. There's been other people, but it doesn't work. I mean, I think the thing I'm trying to say is it doesn't work quite yet on lots of hardware. So these sort of distributions popped up, like Bazzite, Hollow iOS, and things like that, to help you get that Steam environment onto your computer now. And Chimera is one of them. Now, Bazzite grabs all the glory, but I installed this, and I'll start off the outset. It's pretty good. So here we go. It's really basic installation. There's really no choices to make. Mine says clean on there because I was just wiping over an old installation on there. So you go through those steps. It downloads the image 49.1 from the cloud. I'm doing this at super speed. It's not this quick. And then does its reboot, and then we're back in again. And so if you were booting up a Steam Deck, you'd get this. And this is literally Steam. So you go in a Steam Deck, and you go in, set your time. This is Arch-based as well, by the way. Wired connection. And now it starts to do the Steam installation. So yeah, and here we are. We're into the sign up bit, and you just log in. Give it a second, and it'll go. So yeah, so the thing with this is Steam is really powerful, basically, because it's like a really easy way to get Linux into people's households, which is amazing. I mean, if you've seen a Steam installation, this is it. But there's one key thing here. I've noticed Bazzite doesn't do this. You can't use the mouse now. So you're all on the keyboard because it's expecting you to have a gamepad, like a game controller. And basically you could turn your home PC into like a home theater PC. But what we'll do is we'll just leave it in this mode, and we'll just go through it. So you want to get to these side menus. You can press Control 1 and Control 2. And they bring the left and right menus up. We'll look a bit more in depth in the middle. So I'm going to go in. I'm applying the software updates because there's a newer version. And I can tell there's a newer version because it's not gone straight to HDR, which mine always does. But it's picked up my graphics card, 960 XT. Picked up, there we go, AMD GFX 1200. That's the 9060. And yeah. So Mesa compatible 25.1. It's right up to date, that. So let that go in there. But yeah, sorry, I'm rambling a little bit at the beginning here. I mean, all this is standard Steam installation. The install is really simple. To get us into Steam, and underneath Steam, you can switch to deck mode. And deck mode is, for Bazzite, it's a Fedora version. For this, it's Arch-based. Bazzite has a KDE Plasma desktop. This has a GNOME-based desktop. It's slightly different. I've only just recently realised that the Windows key is the thing that pops the menu in and out, the toolbar up and down in GNOME. Bit helpful. Anyway, so it's going to shut down, extract it. I mean, you feel like you're in a Steam Deck now, don't you? You don't realise you're using a PC, and especially the mouse doesn't work. I don't know if it's designed that way. But yeah, so you have to use a keyboard to navigate around now. Maybe you can switch it. I don't know. But it's designed to turn your home computer into a games machine. So here we are back in Steam. And there it is. Now it's updated. It's gone to HDR. So I have to go in, press escape. You can get to that one. Settings, display, go all the way down. And there it is. Switch that off. And that'll come back as SDR. And the right colours will be right. So there you go. So now I'll go along. I'll put Dredge on. install that. There you go, start to download. So there you go, you have a look down the controls, go to downloads, you can see it there. Coming in, it's downloading Proton. Now this is, I'm press Control 2 to get to this menu. And you've got like your performance overlay, tab along, advanced view, gives you loads of extra bits and bobs. So you change your frame rate limit. I've leave it at 60 because it's like I'm playing on a telly. But I mean, 60 is a good frame rate to hit. I mean, you can do loads more. I know you can do like billions of frames if you're playing competitive gaming, but for my intents and purposes, 60 is fine. And yeah, I went to try and get 1080 because I'm recording it. But you know, you can actually, it's game scope, so you can make it basically go to 4K, but play the game at 1440p and upscale it, and it'll still look amazing. That's integer scaling. It's pretty good. So yeah, so let's leave that up there on Gamescope. Let that download. Going quite quick. So all the games in the library, you know, you don't, it's really cool. It's like Bazzite deck mode. So you just literally focused on games. But the thing is here with it, you know, you wanna sort of like play games, but also be able to do all the other stuff. So as with all my other tests, I'm putting on OBS, a word processing package, and I'm going to put on an AI as well, a local AI that you can use. That's quite useful. I'm not going to try and install Resolve. I've not written an installer for this. I may have a go at it. So you can get, you know, DaVinci Resolve on it as well, so you can turn it into a creative platform, but I haven't written an installer for that. I mean, I've written an installer for literally everything, but not this, because it didn't used to work. I think they've updated the graphics cards recently, because I couldn't get it to work on a 9060, but they're up to date now. So I may do that as another side project of mine. Here we go. We're going to install. And we're nearly ready. Now, I think my son's playing on Steam somewhere, so I'm going to have to go offline to test this. Here we go. I'm going to go offline, and then I can play it. Otherwise, it will think I'm playing in two places at once. Let's give it a go. And you can see the specs at the top. I mean, it's not, it'll cap out at 60 frames per second, but I mean, that frame graph's flat, isn't it? I mean, it's not a very stressful game. It's Dredge, really, is it? I mean, it's not not pushing the process to a limit. It's just easy to do in real time for you to just demo it, and it's off. There you go, great. Playing games. I may leave this on here and test some more heavyweight stuff as well, like Cyberpunk, and which else is good for it? Cyberpunk's good. Tomb Raider's always a classic for benchmarking. So yeah, there you go. Off it plays games straight away. It's the first test out of the way. Quit. Confirm. Quit. And now, much like Steam and Bazzite, me moving the cursor there doesn't work. You go to power, and then just switch to desktop. And there it goes. Now, as I said, with this, because it's GNOME, and it just doesn't work for me, there's a thing in the top left-hand corner you'd click to get that like that, or you can hit the Windows key or Option key. If you hit the Option key, you can bring up the thing. Now, one thing I did notice about this, it's a bit slow to do the sort of updates, and it doesn't look like, I don't know why, you can't install two things at the same time. It only installs like in singular, like linear, not parallel. So I didn't realize there's no homepage set when I did that the first time. I couldn't work out. I thought it wasn't connected to the internet. So it takes a bit of time to refresh. That's all you've got there. You've got settings. So I'm just checking that I've got my network on. Yep, that's on. And if you've used GNOME, then this is all quite familiar. But there is something missing. There's no terminal. So you're sort of not involved in that. It's really clean. You know, it's really good for someone coming over from Windows and PC. Basically, just don't get involved with any of that stuff. Anyway, here comes all the software. So we'll look for OBS first of all. There it is. Put that on there. Install. That's going to take a bit of time to get on there, I think. preparing. It is weird. This is the only part of this that sort of is a bit strange. It's a little bit slow installing software, but at the end of the day, once it's on there, I mean, you wouldn't sit there like me and try and install loads of software at once. So I need to find LibreOffice, and this is it. It won't do this. It's sort of like literally I've got one connection to the internet and that's all I'm going to use. So it won't refresh. Very strange. So it's saying installing now. And it'll get there. There you go. It's installed it. And then when this is finished, I can go back and I can search the store for another piece of software. I mean, you wouldn't normally literally install software after software after software like I'm doing here. So that's in. So now I could go back and look for LibreOffice. And there we go. So it's installed. Explore back again. And now you can get back to your software. Very odd. I don't know what that is. It's not the end of the world, but it is strange that when you do this, you sort of can't access anything else in the store when you're downloading one piece of software. So what I need to do now, I need to sort of find LibreOffice on here and install that. Just waiting for it. Give it a second. Here we go. LIB there, and it comes straight in, but only once it's installed. So now I do this again, I'm basically stuck. I can't move on to another piece of software or do anything else, which is, I don't know. Don't know what that's about. I'm not too bothered, to tell you the truth. I mean, once you've got the software installed, you're fine, aren't you? It's letting me do that. When I switch screens, it won't. I don't think it'll let me see anything else. Oh, it is. Yeah. So I mean, Gnome's a well-known desktop. It's installed in tons of stuff. I did, if you watched the video, I did Debian the other night. Debian. And you can't, I tried to install with Plasma. I'd like Plasma, the desktop, as opposed to that. I'm sure we could put it on this. Well, I don't actually know. I don't think it'll allow me to do it, but it's sort of, it's much more intuitive for me than this. I mean, this is the same as Pop OS. It's got something like this, haven't they? They're like they're their own desktop, but their Pop Shop is based off this as well. Anyway, let's just go through this. Now, the last thing I'm going to install is something which is quite cool. It's called Alpaca, and it's a front end for AI. Here we go, the Alpaca. So basically, you click on that, you need to install it, and basically that will give you a front end to run Ollama, which is the local version of an LLM. But what it does do, which is incredibly clever, if you connect it to a cloud AI like Grok, you can put the API key in and you can talk to your private cloud. So you can do a local LLM, or depending on how you're set up, or you can do a cloud-based one. I haven't tested it with Grok yet. I mean, I've got a Grok account, but I'm going to try it, because you obviously can put much bigger models up there and talk to them privately. Now, in a moment, we'll do these. You need to install the Ollama instance to run Ollama locally. And if you've got an AMD card, to get AMD acceleration, you need to download the AMD part. It doesn't work on the 9060 yet, because Ollama's AMD ROCm backend bit isn't up to date with, is it 6.4 it needs, or something like this is the latest version of AMD's sort of AI thing. But yeah, and also there is one thing I don't think I do on this. You need to install FlatSeal, which is a little program to allow permissions, because if you don't install that, you can't allow Ollama to access GPU acceleration, because like Flatpaks are sandboxed, so they can't reach out. You need to allow them permissions to do stuff. Here we go. There it is. I've just speeded this up because it was really, really slow. And I don't want to waste your evenings. And it's doing it. And we're back. So yeah, okay. So now I've installed those extra bits. Go through. Private by design. And I've installed the extras. So at the top there says add models. Click on that. And it says local instance available model. So we'll just put a real small lightweight one What we got? Llama. Let's put 1 billion parameter model on there. So that'll download. But remember, you need to install this. This will only do it in memory though, because I haven't got GPU accelerator. Even though I've got the AMD extension in here, it won't do it. You'll probably be able to do it on a 7000 series card, or 6000 maybe as well, if they can support them. But it just, the 9000s, it's too far. It's not quite there yet. I mean, it'll obviously will when they update Llama to use the later version of ROCm. This will work. But we'll just do this for now. And once this has all gone in, we'll do a reboot and we'll try these pieces of software. So yeah, it takes a minute. So I mean, this is the annoying thing about trying to do these like as real time as possible. Some of it I can't make you sit through, but trying to do this as real time as possible is to give you an idea. I mean, I know on certain operating systems there's big black gaps you have, and people hit reboot and they like waste hours because they've they've rebooted halfway through a cycle. It's just got a black screen. Okay, so that's it. It's in. Just checking. It's in. Yes. Okay, so come out of that and we'll close this down, and then I'm going to do a reboot, and then we'll run the software. It's only fair. Once you install stuff, just do a reboot. Click restart and it will cycle back up. Failed unmounting, etc. Don't know what that means. So yeah, just going to say though, right now, and I'll probably go on about this at the end, I'm really impressed with this. Basite's great, but this might be better, and I don't know. I mean, obviously there's certain things you can't do with this. There's no command prompt, there's no terminal, but because you're very locked in, it's very contained, and you can if you go through coding and stuff. But even on Windows, you can do the command prompt, but you don't need to do it. It just does these behind the scenes updates. I'm still offline, aren't I? So let's just switch that back on. So look, I'm using the code. I'm using the mouse, and you can't. And I have to keep going back to the keys. I mean, I don't mind this, to tell you the truth. Cancel, yeah, and then we go back on enter online. Yeah, we're online. Okay, so now we'll come out of that. There's all the games I've been playing and doing. I've been doing 3-minute segments on all the games in my Steam library on Basite just to test it. I mean, I may load of games into this and actually do some games in this, see how they all work. I am tempted to deinstall Basite, to tell you the truth, and put this on here. This is actually really intrigued me, apart from the loading up bit, which we've seen. Okay, so let's go for LibreOffice. Word processor benchmark. Yep, and this is a cool OS made it. Benchmark complete. And then let's have a look at OBS. Next. Oh, no, switch it to, do the recording thing. And what I do is a mini benchmark thing, and then we'll go in and we'll see what codecs you can run based on the card. I mean, the card can do AV1, H.265, H.264. But yeah, so let's see what you can do. Obviously, it doesn't do hardware acceleration as such. There's some weird layer you have to use, VAPI or something you have to use. Here we go, recording. What do we got? And we've got AV1, H.264. It's all in there. Oh, that's great. Okay, and then because it's GNOME, there's this weird thing here. It does screen sharing. Yeah, that. I always get confused. Anyway, it works. Okay, that's great. And last bit, we'll fire up the AI. Because you've played your games, you've used the word processor to do your home, to start your project, but you need a friend, don't you? You need a greater mind. So this is the question. Yeah, so I've selected the model. So we type in, can you do my homework for me? And it's only I wouldn't trust this one because it's only a 1 billion parameter model, but it'd be very helpful. So yeah, so I know that the installer is pretty rudimentary on this, but this is really good. It's really good. It's like no problems whatsoever. I mean, that downloader, okay, whatever, I can live with that. You can switch, just click up there, switch back to games mode. And yeah, so the guys behind this, whoever you are, this is brilliant. I mean, I know there's a bigger team. I don't know if there's a bigger team behind Bazi or whatever, and it's got much more stuff. But if you want to play games, do some word processing with your AI, do some streaming. I mean, this is just simplicity. It's just so easy. I didn't no consoles, no nothing. Anyway, thanks for watching.